Have you ever heard about momentum? For example, take a sports team. Usually when they lose or win, they go on some sort of a streak when they lose a few games or 4 or 5 games, or they win 4 or 5 games. That's basically called momentum. And this is basically the same when it comes to the habits we do on a daily basis. If you've discovered self improvement, for example, and you've yet to be consistent with your habits, you're off on one week, the other week you're on, you're having a great day, the next day, you're trash, you go back to your old habits and stuff. It's purely because you haven't caught that momentum of doing the right habits over and over again. How many people do you know eat healthy for 4 days in a week and eat like trash the remaining 3 days? Probably none. It's more so like, okay, they diet really hard and starve themselves to lose all the weight for 4 months, and then the rest of the year they gain the weight back. That's pretty much what happens. Momentum is like you get into a flow of doing something again and again, and you get so used to it. Your mind and your body just expects it, and you just get so used to that you don't let go of it. It's like you're on this flow and you keep going on that flow. And that applies to anything. Your work, you're in some sort of a sports team, the vibe of something, going to the gym, just the atmosphere, the feeling in you, to okay, you feel good about yourself, you have no negative thoughts coming in, you're just in this flow. And even when you're doing, for example, if you get into that flow of doing a specific task, even on days when you don't feel like doing it, even on days when you're really tired, you will still get that task done because you're in that flow, and everything around you will happen in a way that allows you to continue doing that thing, allows you to continue to be in that flow, in that momentum. When you do something difficult, for example, like for most people it's working out, getting the tasks done, whatever. The first few weeks it may seem really difficult, but after you grind that phase out, it usually gets pretty easy from 1 month on, and or another couple of weeks later it gets very easy. It's like your mind and your body just expects it. It's not new anymore to you, because in the beginning it's like, oh, okay, you're not used to this and you have to really fight your way through it. But after that, you're just used to it. You know what to expect. Your body knows what to expect, so it becomes easy, and you just carry on with that flow where it doesn't really stop, at least for a long period of time. And unfortunately, for most people, whenever they start a new habit or a new journey, whatever, that temptation of doing the bad habits gets the better of them. That initial phase when they need to grind it out and get to that stage when they can get into that momentum, they don't let themselves get there. The first couple of weeks they're very inconsistent. They keep falling back to their older habits, hence they're never really giving themselves a chance to get to that flow and make things easier for themselves. From what I have experienced multiple times over the last couple of years, when it comes to being disciplined, getting something done, being getting something on a consistent basis done, doing something for a consistent basis over a long period of time. What I have really observed is when you grind out the initial phase, especially when it comes to doing something new that you haven't before, the first few weeks, for example, the first 2 or 3 weeks, if you can grind out that phase, that's when you need to use all this discipline and motivation and all that. And if you can use that and just get through that, the remaining few weeks, months just becomes it's like you just cruise through it because it's so easy. I know it sounds insane, but it becomes easy. It genuinely becomes easy because this is a part of your day right now. It's not you play video games the entire day and now you're trying to do this. No, this is your day, so you're used to this, right? You're used to this. It's not a case of I'm trying to change myself. You're already there. That first few initial time, you need to get through it, and that's where most people just don't have the discipline to get through. So honestly, if you're struggling to be consistent with anything, any habit, whatever, just that initial phase, just get rid of all these temptations and just continue through just in that first phase, first couple of weeks, and trust me, it will get easier. Easy, like easy. Forget easier, it will get easy. You just keep doing it. It won't even be a question of, oh man, I need discipline, I gotta wake up and do this. No, it becomes very easy. You wake up, you know what to expect, you know what to do. It's very easy. So just grind out that initial phase, and I promise you, everything will be so much more easier for you. Momentum. Allow yourself to get onto momentum. It's a real thing.